And that is it for Friday events. Right now we have Asaph's event. Without further ado, here's Asaph, and please just let me stop talking.
This is going to be probably a very delightful story. Before there was The Voice, before there was American Idol, there was the Gong show. And we're going to talk about a performer named Eugene Patton, known by his stage name, Gene the Dancing Machine.
So from what I see, from what people who don't remember this, all they see is a guy dancing. What was the relevance?
Okay, here's how it started. Gene the Dancing Machine, he went on to become a television personality, a dancer, as you can see, but he was a stagehand that worked at the NBC studios in Burbank at that time. He's the first African-American member of the International Alliance of Theatrical and Stage Employees, Local 33. Now, his claim to fame, how it started, he would entertain during the commercials, you know, when they went to a commercial break on this show. And he became such a hit that the host here on the right, Chuck Barris, put him on the show. And it worked, because then he started getting a following of the audience watching it. And what it was is, the way they judged the show, if the stars liked you, you know, they just have points, kind of similar to The Voice. But if they didn't like you, they would take this big gong, like this big Chinese gong, and they go, gong, and they'd hit it, and then this guy would come out literally with this big hook, and they would put a hook around your body and take off stage, and then Gene the Dancing Machine would come sliding on the stage like what we just saw while they were getting ready for the next act. So that's kind of his claim to fame. He wasn't what you would call a singer or anything. He was just a stagehand that got put on the show at the time, and it worked. And we just lost him March 9th, 2015.
Yep.
He was aged 82, so that was his claim to fame. And every once in a while he would judge a show too, but he's going to be best remembered for dancing. And he always wore that same outfit, the green sweater with the yellow top and the gray pants. That was his niche.
That's cool. I mean, yeah, I didn't, never knew this, because, there's always some shows where like you get like stagehands and like regular people, and then they just make such a like killing. It's all they really, they're
it's
just
no different than what David Letterman did with Rupert, the deli guy. When they first went into a shop, they went in there with those cameras, and Rupert wasn't very receptive, and it worked. And he went on to become a fixture. So it's the same with this Gene the Dancing Machine for the Gong show.
Nice. Well, thanks, Asaph.
Sure.
Yeah, of course, it wouldn't be Saturday without the farmers market. So let's talk about the farmers market. So farmers, peoples, Clark Fork River Market all start around 8 a.m. tomorrow morning with fresh produce, fresh food, fresh art, and fresh expression surrounding downtown Missoula in this weekly event. So I'm excited. It's such a great thing, and especially when they put the pianos downtown.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a piano there, and I'll start playing somewhere outside. But this year, I'm gonna have my candelabra with me.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. And of course, while you're at the farmers market, be sure to stop by the carousel, because they're celebrating their 20th anniversary by giving free rides to anybody and everybody from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And but it's Kids Day also at the carousel, so you're gonna be a bunch of little kids just running around being all crazy and stuff. And it's happening at 10 a.m. It all starts at 10 a.m. at the carousel. And of course, if you're interested in the let's see, where is that? Okay, there it is. Free rides all day at the carousel to celebrate the 20th anniversary. Let's see. Okay, and then there's the community safe prescription drug drop-off. A community safe prescription drug drop-off will be conducted from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday, May 23rd at Southgate Mall. So if you have any old prescription drugs and you want to get rid of them, this is a safe way to get rid of them rather than just throwing them away, because prescription drug abuse is pretty bad, especially lately. The statistics have been getting higher and higher, and it's a good, safe way to get rid of your prescription drugs without worrying it about if like your kids or somebody getting their hands on their prescription drugs. And that's happening from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Southgate Mall. So drop off your prescription drugs that you do not need anymore. And then Fort Missoula Historic District Tour. So please, at 10 a.m. at Fort Missoula, there's the Historic Preservation Commission and the director of Fort Missoula Historical Museum as they tour the sites and structures that comprise the historic district. Museum exhibits featuring Missoula's early downtown history, Highlander beer, and brewery history and historical photographs. So if you're interested in learning about the history of Missoula and the Fort Missoula, that's happening at 10 a.m. at Fort Missoula, which is great. And then, of course, if you're still a kid at heart, or you want to let your kids see some of the old cartoons from back in the day, Roxy has Saturday Morning Funhouse at 10 a.m. So kids get to watch Saturday morning cartoons from back in the day. And then at Spectrum Discovery, they have an eye dissection. So you get to learn the science of what's inside the eye, happening at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Of course, following that, there's the National Collegiate Hurling competition. Not curling, it's hurling. So it's the University of Montana's Grizzlies hurling team are the reigning National Collegiate Athletic Association. Wow, that's a long title, but they're champions of America. And the team will be defending their title on home ground at the Washington Grizzly Stadium at 11 a.m. So it's and also throughout Memorial Day weekend, so May 23rd through the 24th. Make sure you come out and support your local Grizz champions. Yep, and the price is for $10 for adults per day, $15 for both days, and it's $5 for young adults between the ages of 13 and 17. And of course, gate opens at 10 a.m. both days, and get both games start at 10 a.m. and continue until the game kind of ends around 5 p.m. Wow, it's a long day. I don't know if it's the actual game that lasts until 5, but yeah, just look it up. It's great. I think this is great if you want to see any alternative sports that are happening at the Washington Grizzly Stadium. Like, it's always great to see what kind of other stuff Washington Grizzly Stadium provides besides, football. If you're interested in something going there besides just going there for football, then this is a great opportunity. Okay, moving on. At 12:30 a.m. there's the Zootown Community Center. It's volunteer this summer, so basically they're looking for volunteers. This summer, the Zootown Arts Community Center is looking for enthusiastic, fun-loving, and hard-working volunteers to take part in many programs and activities this summer. Instead of being a constant participant in art, get your hands and heart more colorful by working behind the scenes to deliver live, enriching art experience to all of Missoula. We are looking for energetic and friendly volunteers to help with the Zach's 2 Big Feats this summer, 15 youth summer camps, and 10 summer festivals. So basically, it seems like they're going to be putting on something every single weekend this summer. And of course, if you're interested in going out Saturday night, there's Queer Party at the Palace. That's what it says, Queer Party. And Band in Motion at the Union Club. The Copy Mountain Band is happening at the Sunrise Saloon. Dark Mint Skid Woods, so it's like a heavy metal, and Noctur and Shramama is happening at Old Beck VFW Post 209, and then Mudslide Charlie is happening at the Top Hat. So yeah, a lot of great stuff is happening